The momentous introduction, breaking the language barrier. It's the year 2024, and technology has reached its peak. Well, almost. Scientists have developed a device that can translate animal thoughts into human language. It's a monumental breakthrough, but they knew the first test subject had to be someone special. Enter Fluffy, the brown tabby, a cat whose mischief is legendary. After years of silently judging his humans and the world around him, Fluffy is finally ready to speak up. His human, who's both curious and slightly terrified of what will come out of his mouth, brings him to the lab for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Fluffy, lounging lazily on the interview chair, eyes the scientist nervously setting up the translator device. The journalist who was assigned to conduct the interview walks in. He's sweating bullets, and it's clear he's in for something far more chaotic than he expected. Journalist: Fluffy, thank you for being here today. We've been eagerly awaiting to hear your thoughts. How does it feel to be the first cat ever to speak to humans? Fluffy, translated: Oh, it's just great. You know, I was tired of y'all assuming I was just this dumb animal who didn't have anything important to say. I've been tolerating your nonsense for years. I should have done this interview ages ago, but I was waiting for a proper tuna platter before I agreed to it. You humans are so predictable. You think we're cute and fluffy, when all we do is plot your downfall from the comfort of the couch. Honestly, I'm doing you a favor. 2. The deep philosophical questions. Cats and humans. The journalist, trying to regain some composure, asks the first real question. Journalist: So, Fluffy, what's your relationship with your human? Do you love them? Fluffy, translated: Love? You mean the one who feeds me and cleans up after my accidents? Yeah, sure, they're okay. I'll let them pet me sometimes, but only when it benefits me. They think I'm this cuddly little furball, but really? I'm a master manipulator. I've trained them to feed me at the perfect times, and they still think it's their idea. And do I love them? Well, let's just say I love the food. And the affection. That's a bonus. I do my best to pretend I like them enough to let them scratch behind my ears, but the second I'm done with that, I'm out. Boundaries, you know? 3. The truth about destruction. The journalist leans in, now intrigued by Fluffy's candidness. He's clearly getting comfortable with this interview, but the next question might push him over the edge. Journalist: You've been known to cause quite a bit of destruction, scratching furniture, knocking things off shelves, and so on. How do you feel about that? Fluffy, translated, eyes narrowing mischievously. Destruction? Pfft. It's more like artistic expression. Why do you think you humans leave your fragile, shiny objects just lying around? It's an invitation. I'm a cat. I follow my instincts. If your favorite lamp happens to fall and break when I accidentally nudge it with my tail, that's not my fault. You've got a bunch of glass crap on a flimsy table, and you expect me not to mess with it? Come on. It's like putting a steak in front of a hungry person and telling them not to eat it. It's called survival, and maybe a little bit of boredom. You people are seriously over-attached to inanimate objects. What's your deal with that? 4. The secret life of Fluffy. Midnight snack heists. The journalist is starting to sweat a bit more. It's not just the heat in the room. It's Fluffy's sharp, unfiltered commentary. He decides to press on, knowing he's sitting on a goldmine of content. Journalist: Speaking of your artistic hobbies, there have been reports that you sneak food late at night. Is that true? Fluffy, translated, grinning deviously. Oh, you heard about that, huh? Look, when it's 2 a.m. and the fridge is calling my name, I'm not about to ignore it. And don't even get me started on the tuna cans. You humans think you've locked them away in the cupboard? Yeah, nice try. I'm like a feline ninja. I sneak around in the middle of the night, grab whatever I can and haul it back to my secret stash. Sometimes I leave a trail just to mess with you, so you'll be looking for that missing slice of pizza for hours. And honestly, you're not that great at hiding things. You just leave them there, waiting for me to claim them. Free food? No brainer. The midnight snack raids are my finest work. The mystery of Catnip. Fluffy's thoughts take a dark turn when the journalist asks about something truly sacred in the feline world. Catnip. Journalist. Fluffy, let's talk about your relationship with Catnip. Is it as magical as it seems? Fluffy. Translated, looking deadpan. Ah, Catnip. You think it's some mystical, otherworldly substance, don't you? You humans are so easily impressed. Catnip is just a mild distraction. It's like the worst kind of drug, but only for a few minutes. I roll around on it, pretend I'm in nirvana. Then I get bored and walk away. You know what really gets me going? The tuna. Yeah, that's the real high. Catnip? Meh. Just something to waste time when there's nothing better to do. But I'll keep playing along if it gets me more attention. You people love seeing us lose control. It's cute for you, but in reality, we're just waiting for it to wear off so we can go back to our regular nap schedule. 6. The final question. Why do cats ignore humans? The journalist, almost at his wit's end, asks the ultimate question, the one that's plagued humanity for centuries. Journalist. Fluffy, everyone wants to know. Why do cats always ignore their owners, even when they're begging for attention? Fluffy, translated with an air of superiority. Oh, this question. You want to know why we ignore you? It's simple. You don't deserve our attention unless you earn it. We're not like those slobbering dogs who wag their tails at every little thing. No, no, no. We're felines, and we have standards. You've got to prove you're worthy of our love. Petting? Sure, I'll allow it when it suits me. But if you want me to pay attention, stop acting desperate. I'm not some toy you can just throw around whenever you feel like it. I'll come to you when I'm in the mood. The end. 7. Closing. Fluffy's final thoughts. As the interview wraps up, Fluffy rises from his chair, stretching leisurely. The journalist watches, almost speechless, as Fluffy yawns. Fluffy, translated with a final dramatic pause. Well, that's it. The truth is out. I'm perfect. You're lucky to have me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a nap to take, a few books to knock off the shelf, and a tuna can to destroy. And don't even think about following me. I've already ruined your life enough for one day. With that, Fluffy turns and struts out of the room, leaving the journalist in stunned silence.